Hello student, my name is Nimesh Prabhakar. I am assistant professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Instrumentation and Control Department. Welcome to Process, Dynamic and Control lecture series.
In my previous lecture, I discussed about the safety interlock system. In this system, we discuss about the burner management system and the combustion control system. Now, today we discuss about the boiler optimization. So, we start boiler optimization. In this lecture, we discuss about the why we require boiler optimization and different technique of optimization. So now we discuss. So first question come in mind, what is the purpose of optimization? That means why we do optimization in the boiler system. So the answer is the purpose of optimization is to continuously maximize the boiler efficiency as variation occur in the load, fuel, ambient and the boiler condition. That means first of all and most important requirement of optimization is to increase the boiler efficiency. That means we all do the boiler optimization for the boiler to increase the boiler. So then second one question come in mind, why we require boiler optimization? So the answer is when the yearly boiler fuel cost is in the million, even a few percentage point of improved efficiency can justify the cost of added instrument and control. That means this is a one simple example. We taken the example of the fuel cost. We know the in the industry or in a chemical factory, the fuel cost is very high. That means in a yearly the fuel cost, that means gas, oil, coal, that cost is in the millions. So by using optimization techniques, we can reduce the few percentage of the boiler cost. That means if we use optimization, then we can efficiently use our fuel, then cost is automatically decreased. So this is the example for why we require boiler optimization. We consider here the fuel cost. We can also consider different costs like a maintenance cost. So by using optimization, we can reduce the cost and we can also increase the efficiency. Now, the goal of optimization. So what is the goal of optimization? So there are number of goals of optimization. So first one goal is minimize excess air and fuel gas temperature. So first one goal is minimize the excess air. That means we apply air and fuel. So for combustion we know the air and fuel we apply. So here, so first of all our goal is to minimize our excess air. That means to reduce our excess air and fuel gas temperature. Now second one is the minimize steam pressure. That means inside the boiler drum or the inside the boiler, the pressure is minimized. So we can minimize, so automatically we can increase the efficiency by reducing the pressure inside the steam, inside the boiler. So there are the number of methods to minimize the steam pressure. First one is the turbine, thereby open up turbine governors. Then second one is the reduce the feed pump discharge pressure, and third one is the reduce heat loss through pipe wall. We will discuss in next about all three strategy. Now, third one goal is to minimize blowdown. Then measure efficiency. So measure efficiency, we can use the most efficient boiler. So we can by using most efficient boiler, we can optimize our system. Know when to perform maintenance. So this is also part of the optimization. Now provide accountability. So in accountability, monitor losses and recover condensate heat. So these are the goals of the optimization. Now we will discuss one by one. So first one, we discuss about the minimize air and fuel gas temperature. So minimize excess air. So excess air optimization. So if boiler is operating on particular fuel at specific load, it is possible to plot the various boiler losses as function of air excess or efficiency as shown in figure. So here this is the first one figure. In this figure we plot one graph. In the y-axis we define the different losses, and in x-axis we define the air level. That means here the air deficiency, that means here we reduce the air quantity and here we increase the air quantity. So we know the proper combustion, the air level is really very important. That means if we give low air, that means we reduce the air level, that means at that time here the combustion loss is different type of losses is increased. That means here the incomplete combustion occur and the loss is occur. That means if we discuss about the coal as a fuel, that means if we give less amount of air, then coal is combustion is not done properly. So that's why it's increase the loss. So here we see if the loss level is here the air level is reduced, then loss is also increased. And if we increase the air level, then also the other loss is increased, that the fuel gas loss is increased. That means this level is indicate the chemical correct air fuel ratio. That means here we can see the minimum loss is occur. If we reduce air, then also loss increase, and if we increase the air level, then also loss is increased. That means at minimum level is here. So we have to maintain this air fuel ratio in the boiler. So that's why here we can optimize the excess air. So this is a zone indicate where we can get the maximum efficiency of the boiler. So this is a level, this indicate the zone where we get the maximum efficiency. So the sum of all the loss is curve with minimum point. Any process that has operating curve of this type, that means this indicate this type curve, operating curve of this type is an ideal candidate for instrumental optimization. Such process control systems operate by continuously determining the minimum loss point of the system at that particular load and then shifting the operating condition until that point is reached. So this is the first one. Now here we understand by help of the this diagram. This is a simple diagram of the boiler system. See, this is the boiler drum. Here the water level, and this is a steam outlet, and this is a combustion chamber part we denoted. This is a spark plug, and from this side the coal is come, and from this side this air is come. So by using fan, this air is come inside this combustion chamber. That means this air absorb the air from the surrounding, that means in the atmosphere, and transfer to the combustion chamber. Now we here control the air level, because if we give large air than compared to the coal, then also combustion is not done properly. And if we reduce the air level inside this combustion, so also at that time this coal is not burned properly and it produce air. So by using this we can we can optimize our system. So proper air level is also most important part. So this is a spark plug, and now to understand this, if we decrease the airflow, then combustion not done properly and produces air as. That means if we reduce the air amount, so at that time also loss is increased, and now then less heat produced, so temperature in the combustion chamber is decreased. So this is a temperature sensor. Sense the temperature inside this system. So if we increase or decreasing the excess air, accordingly also the temperature is also increase or decreases, and we have to control this temperature. Now second one is the minimize steam pressure. So steam pressure, how we can minimize? So the basic boiler operation, the steam pressure is maintained at constant value. Optimization is possible by allowing this pressure to vary. So to reduce the steam pressure, we introduce the turbines, thereby open up turbine governors. So this is the first one method to reduce or to minimize the steam pressure. That means by using the turbine governors or opening up the turbine governor, we can also minimize the steam pressure. That means this is a matter of optimization of the steam pressure. So here we take the drum boiler, and this is the steam flow outlet, and here we use the valve, and steam governor is a one device to help to increase or maintain the flow of the steam outlet. So governor is a one type of device that helps to maintain the steam outlet flow. So the steam turbine governing is the procedure of controlling the flow rate of steam to a steam turbine so as to maintain its speed of rotation as constant. That means we know the steam turbine is rotating and it produces the electricity. So if this turbine is not rotate constant speed, then at that time the electricity generation is also vary. That means the generation frequency of electricity is vary. So to maintain this steam turbine, the turbine rotation, we have to maintain the steam flow. So here we put one controller that sense the speed of the turbine, and according to that load vary, it control the steam flow by using the steam governor. So this valve is operating as per demand of a steam flow inside this turbine. So it open or close. So according to that we can maintain the steam pressure. Now second one matter of by reduce the feed pump discharge pressure. So what is feed pump? First of all, question occur in mind. So we by using this diagram we can understand here to provide the water inside this boiler, the system is used the feed pump. That means by using feed pump, it provide the water inside this boiler, and this is the steam output is produced, and here the user of this steam output. That means the user is anything like chemical plant, or it also steam used inside the power generation system or many systems. So here we discuss about the minimizing the steam pressure. So we can minimize the steam pressure, that means this output pressure, by reducing this feed pump flow. That means discharge pressure. We can reduce the discharge here the pressure, so we can minimize the steam pressure. Now third one matter is reduce heat loss through pipe wall. That means surrounding of this steam flow, that means this steam is flow inside one pipe. So sometime due to this heat loss of the pipe, that means this pipe is exchange the heat to surrounding, or it flow heat outside this, so it also reduce the pressure inside this steam. So we use one insulating material outside this pipe. That means here we I give one example of glass wool. Glass wool is the one type of insulating material, so it helps to reduce the heat loss through the pipe wall. So surrounding this pipe we use this glass wool material, so it helps to reduce the heat loss. So by this method we can maintain or optimize the steam pressure. Now steam pressure optimization. So here we use the cogeneration plant method. So in the cogeneration plant method is very simple. That means here we produce heat, and this heat is first one we apply to the turbine, then this heat is also we apply to the another user, like in another plant. We can understand by help of one example, like torrent power generation. So we know that torrent is generate the electricity by using same principle. So here the boiler output, and it generate the steam, and steam is given to the turbine, and it rotate turbine, and it produce the electricity. Now we use this steam, that means output of this turbine, this steam is we use to the another user, we give to the another user. That means the torrent company is also produce the medicine. So in the medicine plant, that means the torrent pharma, we apply this steam to the torrent pharma plant. So by that, by using this steam, we can optimize the steam pressure. That means we can increase the efficiency. That means here we increase the number of user, and we use the maximum pressure of the steam. So by this way we can also optimize the steam pressure. That means here first we give to the prime mover. This is prime mover is nothing but the turbine, and this turbine output steam is we give to the process steam user. That means in a chemical plant or in another, and this water boiler. So they by using this system we can optimize the steam pressure. So the cogenerating plant in which the boiler steam is used to generate electricity. So here we use the first electricity, and the turbine exhaust steam is used as a heat source. That means this turbine output is used as a heat source. Optimize is obtained by maximize the boiler pressure and minimize the turbine exhaust pressure so as to maximize the amount of electricity generated. So this is the steam pressure optimization method. So in this lecture we discuss about the boiler optimization technique.